Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Kelvin back with another movie review. This one is for the movie Burning Sands. Now, this is a new movie that just came out maybe a couple of weeks ago or so, but it's actually on Netflix. It's exclusively on Netflix. So if you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor. If you have a Netflix subscription, check this movie out. The movie stars Steve Harris, Trevante Rhodes, and Alfre Woodard. Now, the one thing that I do really love about this movie is it kind of makes you think about other films that deal with black college life, sort of like a School Days or a Stomp the Yard kind of, or like a Dear White People. With Dear White People, it had more to do with race relations between black and white people at the school, and Stomp the Yard was more about dancing, and School Days, it covered a whole plethora of issues. This movie, Burning Sands, deals with a group of guys who are pledging into a fraternity. Now, you know, there are plenty of pledges, you know, like say like a Mega Sci-Fi or Kappas or Alphas, that type of fraternity for African American men. You know, there are a lot of successful people that come out of those fraternities. The thing that the film really touches is not only just the bonds of brotherhood with these fraternities, but it's also what these guys who are on this line have to go through in order to be a part of this brotherhood. Now, I told my wife that there was part of me that wanted to be in a fraternity. Like, you know, I had a friend who I really looked up to when I was a kid, and he was in a fraternity, and I love him. I still love him to this day. But then I just met like frat brothers from just all over, and they kind of changed my opinion for the worst. I just saw things in them that I just didn't understand or would ever understand. This movie is such a good movie. It's so dark and depressing at some points because of all of the stuff that these guys have to go through, and all of these things that these guys have to stomach to go through just to be in these positions. I feel like, me personally, it made me say, this is why I didn't want to join a fraternity, and this is why I will continue to not want to be a part of a fraternity. I feel like, you know, there are certain things that a young man can do to prove that he can be a part of the organization. I just don't like it when they make you do things or humiliate you, or like there were scenes in this movie where it was just like they were getting paddled, they were getting punched and hitting their sides, they were made to eat dog food, they was getting spit on. Like, that stuff I am not cool with. And for a lot of fraternities or sororities for that matter, there hasn't been a movie that really, other than School Days, because you kind of got that sense in School Days, especially with the character of Half Pint in the fraternity that he was trying to pledge in, but not to the full extent that this movie gave you. It is a very great, well acted movie, very emotional movie, very tough movie to watch at times, but it's a very, very good movie, and it's on Netflix. Like I said, go check it out. Tell me what you think if you saw the movie. Hit us up on Facebook at We Do Movies. You can also check out all our reviews on the page as well as the YouTube channel as well. And until then, we'll see you next time. Peace.